back at it. Here's the deck. So, the idea is you have your normal Thassa's Oracle, Paradigm Shift, Thought Lash, Jace combo, and throwing Laelia as a alternate win con. This card says whenever you attack, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn, and the more relevant line, whenever one or more cards exile from your library or from your graveyard, put a +1/+1. So you attack, you have a Thought Lash in play, you dome them for the win. This has been an excellent win con for me. Something else to do, it attacks, it's card advantage. Just attacking, getting lands, Lotus Petals, Explosive Iteration to let you dig for your actual win. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're playing a Stompy version, so we have Chalice with 3 Ancient Tombs and the Petals. Force, because we're a blue deck, and then your sideboard cards, Blood Moon, Bone Crusher, Leyline, Bounces, Dispute. So I went 4-1 earlier with a punt in game 2 of the match I lost. So I'm looking forward to trying this again. And I figured I'd stream it because I think it's a very interesting idea. And this is an El Lobo is the person who always plays this combo. So props to them. And let's see if we can get trophy number 6. But yeah, Lumber Boy, if you're there, I saw your list won the challenge. It's pretty sweet. Slow BRZ. Just playing the best deck, I think. We have technically a turn. We don't really have a turn 2 combo, but I think it's very reasonable. We could just go Island Days. I mean, we could play around Days, which is nice. I think they're just on the best deck without a threat. Love it. When they don't have a threat turn 1, our chances are much better when you play a bullshit deck. So we can actually go for a turn 1 Layla, but that plays into Days. So I could play a Lotus Petal here. That would make them think I'm on like a show and tell deck, and maybe they, instead of playing threats and developing their board, try to find counter magic, which I think is fine since we could fight through counter magic pretty well. So hopefully they cantrip now instead of playing like a Ragavan or a Dragon Rage Channeler, or they just hold up interaction. That's a really good draw. So we're just gonna play land and pass. We're looking very much like show and tell here. So we can end of turn impulse, our turn explosive iteration. Let's see if this is a fetch to thin or they're gonna do something. Just fetch to thin. So I'm actually gonna impulse here. Yeah, I think off of a mountain. Wow, these are good cards. What do we want? Impulse, I think, is the least good. I do like having land. Lash is a... Tarn gives us blue, and a non-pain mana source. Man, this is a tough one.
Mic off. Mic on.
Oh, excuse me. I think maybe just want land. I think Explosive Iteration puts a counter on the reveal on Holy Heat. Alright, that was good. So they didn't get the value that they wanted. The one issue with this deck is that there's not a lot of cantrips. That was like we can't hit like a 1 mana cantrip. See, this is one thing I'm worried about. I mean, we could just take, we can just go like double impulse. This gets us a force. Or a second paradigm shift. I think force just in case things don't go well. Sure. So they're still playing against us, like, they're not playing threats, which is just so good for us. Maybe I should have played Tomb, because then I could have impulsed also. The impulse is a good force pitch. They're probably wondering what the fuck's going on. They got rid of it in Holy Heat, so that means they probably have one more in Holy Heat and 4 bolts. So, probably have 5 ways to remove this. Letting us attack, which is nice. Shelldock Isle. We played a land, so we don't get that. Which isn't... We already have the Oracle. I mean, it's primarily good when you need to hit Oracle. So that means they probably don't have Bolt. Sure. Triple Expressive Iteration will be difficult to beat though. That's just an insane amount of card advantage. And they have a Bolt. I think I might force this. No, there's no way I'm forcing that, right? So we can paradigm shift. I guess we can just hold up Force of Will and Impulse. It's probably better. No need to get hasty. They don't have any pressure in play. Wasteland. Second paradigm shift is interesting. We're putting them in a situation where soon they're going to need to have multiple Force of Wills. Because we paradigm shift, we can draw a Petal, this. And maybe we get a Force Negation out on like a paradigm shift. Wonder what the opponent's thinking about in their end of turn. Again, I may be playing this incorrectly. I'm just trying to get a feel for this deck. Chalice is nice. This may be a hard cast force. And we go Island Paradigm Shift. Or we can actually force this. I don't hate that we force this. Because then force would shuffle back in when we Paradigm Shift. Interesting. Alright, let it go. We have a lot of good cards to hit. Let's see if this gets another Force Will out of their hand. Alright. So we have 10 cards in our library with like 3 impulses. They're gonna play a Murktide, sure. Sure. Yeah, now they're just dumping all the threats out, yep. They're gonna bolt. So they hit a bolt. Alright, so they have 2 cards left. They surveil top, so I think I'm gonna force back. If I force back, I guess another line this turn would have just been to Chalice on 1, then Paradigm Shift. The next turn, Oracle if they don't waste me with force backup. Yeah, I probably played this incorrectly. This is tough. So I'm not dead. I guess if they attack with Ragavan, I lose. Alright. I fucked this one up, so... Oh my god, their last cards were actually forced. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Hold on, let me think. The top card was Explosive Iteration. So my top card is Paradigm Shift, but I'm gonna take 9. Yeah, so I fucked this up by not... My turn should have been Chalice on 1, then Paradigm Shift. They forced my first Oracle then. I let it go. Then I draw. I have second Oracle with Force and Paradigm Shift as the blue card. So I could have won that if I had played better. Damn. This is sounds really rough. Let's try to play a fair game. You can do a heavy sideboarding approach or a light sideboarding, and I think heavy sideboard to go to a fair game plan and cutting off. Damn, I actually could have won that last game. It's so insane. It's frustrating. What do I want? I'm only gonna activate this with so few cards. I don't think it's this because I'm already exiting my grid library, right? So I don't think it's this. I guess this. In case I'm like doing this and they do a bunch of Pyroblast or something, I can activate this to get an extra card in my hand. The skill-intensive days. Play a 1-minute threat. Daze your turn 1 play. We want Bone Crusher to hand. Laelia bottom, then Sheldock. Play Sheldock for turn. A Forceful is a good one to put underneath. So they have Sorcery Instant. Let's see if we can actually like Bone Crusher this before it gets pumped. Before it gets juiced up. We're in a reasonable position, but again, it's the best deck, so you gotta watch out for all their good cards. Damn, frustrated that I threw game one. I thought about Bolt on Thassa's Oracle a little too late. May have Bone Crusher now. Let's see if they like brainstorm to mill a land or something. Wow. That's kind of fucking tilting. They pondered and wanted to draw a land, huh? Or maybe I was supposed to just wait for like their upkeep or something. Obviously it was gonna be a fucking land. There's no way Delver doesn't hit land. The question is, do I petty theft this now? I don't think so. I think I have to save this for like a Murktide. So they're gonna take 2 explosive iterations out of my deck. The question is how many Pyroblasts do they have Holy Holding? Post board, that's like the huge concern. They probably run 4. Maybe just 3. Here's the Murktide holding up Pyroblast. And I actually think I Brazen Borrowed into Daze so I could try to resolve Thought Lash. Or like into Pyroblast. If they have another Daze, then I don't know how I'm ever winning. Okay. Alright, well, there's at least Fogs for a turn. Even if they have Blast, I can at least get rid of 11 cards. They have one of their other 2 Blasts. The only good thing is I do have double Oracle. They didn't shuffle though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh. So I do have Force back up here. To go for the Oracle win. If I only go for 1 Oracle win. I also have force. This is force days backup. Let's try this. They conceded. Wow. They had nothing. Okay. That's pretty good. Damn, if I didn't punt the first game, fuck, I actually would have beat Delver. So silly of me. Fucking damn it. Oh man, live and learn. How do we like the board plan? I love Brazenbauer. It eats Pyroblast like a champ. Iterations were good enough to get surgical for some reason, so that's cool. We can go heavier on the combo. We could bring in Disputes. Disputes aren't good against Pyroblast primarily, which is my concern. Like, you'd have to cut like Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher wasn't super impressive there, but on the draw you may want it against Monkey. Could also cut ley lines. Do something like this. On the draw, help us first days a little bit. Misclicked on the Thought Lash. Had the Force of Negation in hand. Oh. Yeah, that was pretty weird. I know how you misclick. It was like on the stack. But I'll take it. When you play bullshit like this, you take whatever you can get. Let's try it. Let's see how we can do. Uh-oh, gonna get outskilled. Outskilled by the monkey. Brazenbauer, that can't be cast now, so that's good at least. They do only have 4 cards in hand. They're brainstorming into the days. They don't naturally have the days. And they kept on top, so they didn't have to look far for it. Fucking joke. Oh, man. Oh, Force Wall? Over Narset? For Narsetin? Sure. Fuck this card. Fuck it. Fuck it to death. So we do have Oracle. And Paradigm Shift. And they topped again with Ragavan. Caracas, sure. So that's his Oracle there. Man. What if I Paradigm Shift right now? No. Just play Chalice on one. That means we can abrade this. If they Caracas, they can't replay it. Island would have been nice. Would have been a nice draw. That's a nice draw, actually. So I guess I wait for them to attack. And then abrade it. Did they hit Brazen Borrower? They only have 4 cards left. I guess this can be Caracas. Maybe it's like... Sure. So then we take 3. We only have like 2 turns to win. So I think a Paradigm Shift now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Paradigm Shift this next turn. A land would be good, I think. They use 1 force, this is force negation. We force back. I definitely force Petty Theft, because we lose. Well, we just lose if this result. If they have like force, yeah. So we had. They had force and Petty Theft for the Chalice, so just didn't matter. Damn, their last card were like Ragavan garbage too. That's a shame. What? Yeah, I mean, I bounced. I could have abraded Dragon Rage Channeler. That would have given me 1 more turn. And then I just have like Ragavan taking my cards. Maybe the better play. Like, it was only 2 damage, but it made it lethal. But I guess if they bounced Chalice. And the bolts would get me. So, brutal punt by me game 1. Absolutely painful. Yeah, we just go Chalice. Oracle, they force, untap Oracle. God, I played the head like literally just like as soon as I cast it, I'm like, it just gets bolted. We're fucked. And that's what happened. Alright, let's see. Man, this might be a fast one. Magic being played. I think Oracle's gonna go back. The question is, what's the other card? Ugh. Chelsea of Chalice into Laelia will be enough. Wasteland, sure. I was gonna play this to fetch Mountain in case we hit an Ancient Tomb, but if we're facing a Wasteland deck, I think I'd rather just play the island out. And if they are locked by the Chalice this turn, we get to just go like Scalding Tarn, Hardcast Days, untap Laelia. So let's see what's going on over there. Maybe lands, a lands deck, or see if they have the Ancient Tomb to go with it. Herborg. Oh, this isn't like curses. It's Pox, huh? Nothing like Urza Saga, Urborg, Sinkhole. Probably gonna go right into like a Leyline, a Liliana, I mean. Opponent is 1 and 2, it looks like. That checks out. So we just get to bring in like Blood Moons and stuff. No, my island. I wanted that next turn. Alright. They get to get a free artifact. They didn't tap for mana first. Retrofitter Foundry, sure. With like a sudden edict. That'd be pretty rude. Baleful Mastery? Jesus Christ. Oh man. I think I want the... Layla, they could block with a 3-power thing. I don't think they will. So let's go hand, bottom, exile. It's hitting land drops, which is nice. Maybe get a Thought Lash down. A second Saga, why wouldn't you? Jesus. I'm not mistaken. It doesn't, huh? Damn. I think I'm willing to trade this with their Mishra's Factory. Oh, they're just gonna make a chumper? I'm fine with that. Getting days off the top is good. Yeah, so post-board Blood Moon just wins on its own. Right? And then I bring in like Brazen Borrowers and like a Braids, I guess. Jesus Christ. Fucking triple Urza Saga in a non-blue deck. So they're gonna make a big construct. Main phase, the construct. Cool. So now they can make... Wow, attacking. I guess it's... So you make a Thopter and then trade here? This is pretty frustrating. Alright, there's an Oracle, but I did bottom a Thought Lash. So I'm gonna attack here because the attacks are just gonna get worse going forward. Yeah, jeez. I never thought I'd be angry at getting lands against Pox. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands out of 19 cards. I'm just using this as like a draw, and they didn't turn this to a Thopter. Oh my god. If they have Needle for Shelldock, which they should, would be really, really frustrating. Alright, this time they're actually gonna use it. Okay.
I want to give you what I think is the most authentic recipe. So first up, guys.
See if they have like shadows. Yeah, Needle. Okay. Though if they Needle Shelldock, then Thought Lash isn't out.
Then, and I'm going to take a nice centimeter slice.
So my next Shelldock, I'll just pick the worst card.
And technique. And time.
God, I just want to Blood Moon them turn one next 2 games. Jesus Christ.
Because you need it.
Try to think if I have to attack you and hit a Thought Lash. Or an Explosive Iteration or Impulse to find a Thought Lash. So there's 3, I know one's on the bottom, but there's 3 that I could hit. Oh, they could just make this a 6, right? No, they can't. Yeah, okay. Holy shit. This is mind-boggling.
And you can get some pretty good results, actually.
Got 4 garbage cards. What a weird one. If they just let me attack through, they would have had lethal attackers, so... Giving us a shot.
That, my friends, is a thing of joy.
So... Oh, they're still there, lethal. They found it, good. You could end this fucking nightmare, holy shit. What a weird one. So it's mono black, so Blood Moon just... Could even bring in Bone Crusher. I think I want Daze. I should cut a pedal instead of paradigm shift. Last one sus. I don't think I can mull against maybe I'm supposed to mull to blow. I don't know. We'll shell dock and then impulse into it. I feel like if our library's exiled, we're gonna win, and none of these are win cons. So I'll just put Force of Will. Won't break my heart if we don't get to play it. Dark Writ. I thought is position, yeah, whatever. So we're good against the sinkhole plan. Good against. Jesus Christ. So maybe I was supposed to play a mountain turn too, just like a duration here. This is like sinkhole or him, Lily. Some bad 2-mana black spell. Oh. You could beat Lily. Discard one of the lands with double iteration in hand. Discard island, I guess. So Thought Lash means that Oracle wins or Laelia wins. So. Okay. Contagion. Wow. Is this real life? I'm discarding one, right? So I'll put Blood Moon in my hand to discard. Bottom. Oracle. Alright, that should be a win. We should be able to, well, Thought Lash, and then just activate Shell Dock for Thassa's Oracle, and 0 cards in library. Uh-huh. 2 minus 1. Contagion, I guess, just to kill Laelia. probably. Toxic Deluge. So let me just Oracle. Alright. That's how I think it should go for these types of decks. It's like when they don't have, you know, triple Urza Saga. Pretty reasonable. Let's run it back. Alright, easy keep. It, you know, lands and spells versus a discard deck. As a turn 2 Thought Lash. They're probably going to take the Thought Lash. They take Bone Crusher Giant. Nope. Take a phone.
Mic off. Mic on.
Let's see if they take Blood Moon or Iteration. Blood Moon is good because it stops like their real win cons. Like if it's just this, that gives us all day. Has fucking Sphere, sure. Yeah, this turn we'll just play Bone Crusher. Really want to draw like a Thought Lash. Paradigm Shift is not what we want right now. Yeah, their last card's like another Lily, we could be in trouble. Shelldock and Oracle. Do we want to play around a Wasteland? I'm choosing to not play around Wasteland. Let's leave this back. Okay. So we go like... Oh, I should have put this in my hand. Because we lose to Contagion, right? So I just I could instant speed Shelldock, right? Oh, but I won't have a mana floating. Let's see here. Alright, I think we... What's the last card? I forgot what the last card in the deck is. I guess they run Sinkhole too, huh? Tabernacle. But yeah, I should have put Thought Lash in my hand over to Laelia just for a blue card. Trying to think what they could have. I don't think anything. Got it. What a weird long... It's like an hour long. How many games have we played? Is this really just like what's the second fucking match? In like an hour? This is painful. Alright. Round 3. Durf. The hand with cantrips, a win con. Either Storm Canonist is actually like a fucking beating. I mean, we definitely can win through it. Especially like Thought Lash, but it's just like pretty funny. One of those last cards like Force Oil, Karn, Ballista. Take the cheaper win con. God, this is frustrating. These input like explosive iterations have not been hitting fucking action. I can't even play like a second spell anyway, so let's just shell deck. I don't think I can get lethal this turn, but if they, I don't think they run force. Don't care. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're okay. Yep. And then so I have to do that then. Like, sure. Like, I always have more cards in the library than them, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we win. Cool. Magic's easy. So I need to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can just show them this. Because they can only 5 me with Ballista in response anyway. Cool. It's pretty easy. Like win through, eat this one cannon. It's like a little annoying, but I forget if this deck runs force in the board. Like Affinity, something or other. Because you definitely want those. Let's try this. In case they do have forces. A couple disputes would be nice. It's probably a keep. Esper Sentinel is probably irritating. My card doesn't matter. They really not have another play? They don't have like an Emery or anything? Sure. Yeah, so I have like 2 turns. The Saga. Just all in on them not having force. I don't think you can get this at the 3 toughness, like 3 pings, so. Sure. I don't care about Emery, right? Like I'm gonna lose with like 2 forces and a fucking dispute in my hand. I know it. Because they have like Swords to Plowshares or something. Nope. Got it. Sometimes you just cast Shift and Oracle. So 2 and 1. Alright. Try to finish strong. Let's go. Rock and roll. I'm gonna keep. We'll just try to find an Oracle or a Jace. We already have the Thought Lash in hand. That's terrible. I guess that's technically something that could win. Like, we just haste this and then so we exile to like 20 just to get this and then haste it. Boring. Again. Boo, bad memories of my punt. Stay hydrated, y'all. Sorry this person's taking so long to respond to fetch on my turn. Shuffle these little cards around. Oh my god, slow. Come on. Jesus Christ. Play your cantrip. Dash your Ragavan. Like. Come on. Oh my god. So difficult to decide. Please. Please. Oh my god. This is unreal. Alright. No, they can wait. Oof. Not checkmate, right? What do we want? We're looking for a win con. There's none here, so I guess we take a daze just to try to protect it in case we do hit it. Ancient Tomb? Or Lotus Petal? Like an Impulse here, for what reason? I don't think there is any. We just pass. God, I'm actually just playing chess while this person plays. This is just 6 minutes to play 3 turns with Dragon Age Channeler. It's difficult. Makes it a little difficult to try to make good content. So we can actually just go for the win this turn, which is pretty hot. Going for the win this turn does not play around days. So I don't think I will. Force. They haven't, so see if they tanked on triple force. Alright, so I will not go for it into days. It's very realistic, they don't play around it. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. And using this. So hand, bottom, exile. Gut shot. Bolt is nice. Literally the only thing I think we're worried about is so we prevent that. They mill gut shot and force a will. And alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm actually gonna force this. See if they daze. They actually hit a daze as their last fucking card. I'm the unluckiest fucking person. It's actually just intolerable. It's the only card with text. Oh, they don't block? Got it. Okay. They had the one thing that mattered, and they could have played around it, but didn't, so cool. Cool. Delver. We set of braids. I think we want Mystical Dispute. Cut a pedal adjacent 2 days. Try that. I can keep any hand with Lash. It's just like the best card in the deck by a mile. Wow. I think I cut a Lotus Petal, and I saw all three in like the top 13. Mystical Dispute's a card with text. We like those. These all counter magic? No threats or cantrips? Of course you have this card. I wonder if that card's gonna go. Feels pretty bad to face. Sure, basic island. Just like we drew it up. Sure. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So we can... Next turn... That's a good one. Chalice on one that should have Pyroblast. If they hardcast Force Negation, we can dispute it. Then they Pyroblast that. So we're getting rid of 2 counter spells. Pyroblast. The question is, do we force? Do we force here to shut off all the 1-drops? Is that better? I think so, because then I can actually paradigm shift my force back in. Right now, paradigm shift shuffles in Shelldock, force, mystical dispute. Alright, so their hand was force, force, pyroblast. Interesting. Luckily, they still are only attacking for 1 a turn, so... Do I want to run paradigm shift into a 3rd daze? So mathematically, there's 2 dazes, and there's probably 3 blasts. So mathematically, it's probably less likely that they have a daze. If they have triple daze, you know, better lucky than good. I don't think you can play around the 3rd. Alright. So we have 5 cards in our deck. They're Chalice, Dispute, Force of Will. What else? Shelldock. And I forget what, but I think that puts us in the best position to win. Especially if we top deck the Shelldock. That would allow us to get like a free Force of Will. Dashing the Ragavan, hitting the Force. So I only have 1 card left. So they'll have Ragavan, 2 cards. Hopefully they hit Shelldock, I guess. Oh, Lotus Petal's the last card. There's a Chalice, so there's Lotus Petal and Shelldock left. This is like Murktide. So we dispute this. And if they hit the daze, like, fuck me, huh? Okay. What a sick win. Played that one well. Really happy with how we played that one. Opponent 15 minutes off their clock. Alright, so 3-1 with the only loss being a punt. Game 1, match 1, just getting used to the deck. It's pretty good. What's this person playing? I don't remember what people were playing anymore. It was Blue Red Delver, Blue Red Delver. Was this Blue Red Delver also? No, it was Affinity. So. Let's get this last one, huh? or something. This hand's not super impressive. I think the play Esper Vial or D&T, and considering I don't see Urion. No Urion, even Esper Vial. This hand's been much better. Elves, huh? So we just each do our thing. That's probably the plan. This is a turn 3 win. With Days backup, ideally we top a force. Heritage.
True.
Greenstone for 1. For Shepherd. And then if they have order, we die, so. Or not. Or not. That was a good top deck. That was a good top deck. Sure. Or, yeah, I'm just gonna actually exile this in case you're playing. I guess no, right? Because I could hold priority the whole time, so. Oh my god! I forgot I have fucking 20 cards. What an idiot. I can't believe it lets you activate this if you don't have fucking 20 cards. What a putt. Oh my god. If he deals, like, if they deal 45 damage to me, I'm gonna feel pretty fucking stupid. Or if they run a main deck Wasteland. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I can exile my whole deck and then do it in upkeep, right? So I think we're still fine. I think we're still fine. Sure. Oh man, I can't believe this is an option. That's so silly. Silly, silly. Thankfully, with the opponent's deck, it doesn't really matter. Because red deck, you just exile 45 cards, and then upkeep, as long as they're not doing 61 damage. So that's 5, 5, 10, 11, 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright. Time walk. like a suspend one win, but cool. So elves, what do we do? What do we do? Cut 2 Laelia in 2 days. Layla's never gonna attack through. Days doesn't do anything. Bring a braid and bone crusher. Just try to like hold them off for a minute. I think we'll keep. Hitting that is really good. I guess choke would fuck us pretty hard. So we just try to fade choke. I could have played pedal to like abrade this. But that'd be like real hyper aggressive use. Sure. Like I'm just gonna go land a braid Dryad Arbor now. How about we just top deck Oracle? That'd be pretty cool. Sure. I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to get Thought Lash down. bottom this. So we play this and we just try to impulse for Oracle. Or Jace, I guess. Though Craterhoof might be more cards than I have in the library, which would be bad. Right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It might be. It'll be close. It'll be really close. Alright. Another visionary. They haven't played land yet either, which is terrifying. Sorry, this is so fucking boring, but Elves, what do you do? I could have stomped this instead of... What do you call it? Stomping seems like... What the fuck are you even doing, you know what I mean? Whereas if you impulse, you could, Alright. Jesus. That's pretty fucking annoying. I guess I could have trophy for this, and I'd have to like guess a number. So we have 6 outs that went off the top if we get to untap. And they have the greenstone for Craterhoof. Or natural order or something. Oh my god. This is just the most boring fucking thing ever. So I don't have this many cards in library. Fucking so slow. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just like too bored to do anything else. Holy Christ. I guess Laelia is never gonna do anything. I could literally just cut the last one for like a fucking blood moon or something. Oof. Seems really slow. Damn, these hands suck. Yeah, just put these two. Oh wait, I just realized I can't paradigm shift unless I hit a draw fetch, because I'll just die. Or that, I guess. It's like, do you have Thoughtseize? Let's just shorten this match for any of like the 4 people in here, or 1 person in here. They have Thoughtseize, you win. If you don't have Thoughtseize, I think I win. So. I think like turn 1 Dryad Arbor is like the way they win on turn 2, so. Wow, this is just like, do you have thoughts or not? I mean, I would love to see what's in your hand. That's worth thinking about. Genuinely confused. All right, there you go. That's why you mull aggressively. 2 like 1-minute wins and a third 50-minute loss. 4-1. 4-1. And the loss was a punt on my part, so that's pretty sweet. That's it. The deck is really cool. Super fun. Very powerful. Yeah, look at the matches. We faced Delver, punted versus Delver, beat Elves, beat Affinity, beat whatever Pox. So, not a bad 2-hour stream with a pretty cool deck. That's it, and take care.